This is Karl Moore talking management for the Globe Mail. Delighted to have a chance to talk to Quy Huy, who's a senior strategy professor at INSEAD just outside Paris. Good afternoon, Quy.
Good afternoon, Karl.
We look at often at, and we separate strategy and execution. You've been looking and thinking about execution. What are some of the key things you found about good strategy execution?
I found certain what they call incomplete illusions about conceiving such execution per se. For example, senior executives tend to put a lot of thoughts into coming up with a good strategy, right? Discussing, getting the best consulting firms to help them, have top management team meetings, and so on and so forth, and after 3 months, 6 months, a year, come up with a strategy that looks extremely good on paper. Then what they did next, what we found is that they tend to have an engineering project management type approach to strategy execution. What does that mean? We have all know, how the Project Management Institute have been very powerful in doing this, though it helps managers to break down the strategy into different set of activities, right? For different set of activities, kind of assign a champion, have a set of time duration, assign the appropriate resources such as people, skills, money, manpower, and once the Gantt chart is established, then here we go, we have a project management approach to such execution. Yet, most oftentimes that fail. So why? Why is that? What we found is that this project management approach did not sufficiently take into account the soft human factors that go into it. And to be more precise, what soft human factors are we talking about? They are collective emotional issues, right? They are collectively political issues that have not been, that tend to be taboo subjects. So people tend to whisper in corridors or tend to discuss, but it's never form of formal board meetings. Or there's no project management principles in order to diagnose, detect, and think systematically on how this. And so that's we start to addressing these points. And that we have developed research as well as teaching in order to help senior executives be better equipped how to identify collective emotions, what are the causes, what's the effects, what are the political agendas, who hosts these political agendas, and how they can be addressed.
Managing the collective emotions, how should a manager go about doing that? Well, can you give us some practical advice?
To be able to manage collective emotions, first of all, you have to understand the nature of it. How is collective emotions different from personal emotions? We all have emotions as human beings, right? Even on a rainy day, on a sunny day, our mood, a positive mood, a negative mood, is influenced by the degree of sunshine you have alone, right? So human beings come to work with all emotions, so that is not something new, right? What is important to know, though, is that personal emotions, although important, are not the most powerful factors in influencing strategy execution. Why so? Because human beings, individuals, have different needs, different preferences, and have all personal emotions that can vary from one day to the next. And those emotions can be dissipated, be managed by their peers, by the colleagues. You can be very angry in one day, but by talking to people and by going to talk to people who advise you, you may see, you may conclude after 2 or 3 days that going further with your anger and expressing your anger in organizations may not be very adaptive for you for terms of your career or in terms of your work positions, right? So we all regulate our own emotions. Those are personal emotions. Collective emotions, though, are different. These are the emotions that large number of people feel about a cause, right? Those you will not dissipate. For example, if middle managers in the organization feel that the CEO has been disrespectful of them or have belittled the identity of the company when they make the change, those things you will not dissipate because you'll be talking among each others, and that CEO, whether willingly or unintentionally, has done or said certain things that we found has been very, very injurious to our history or show disrespect to our own roles and identities. These will stay for years. And by these emotions will be reinforced by conversations about middle managers. And over time, these emotions have formed a coalition. And people, the French said, l'union fait la force, right? The in-person emotions get validated over time. And people could amplify, and over time could result into some very serious collective action. And the research has shown that people feel much emboldened in collective action than by individual actions that could be caused by personal emotions.